Hello. In this problem, a ball of radius r is uniformly charged. The charge per unit volume is given. We are asked to find the flux of the electric field vector across the ball section formed by a plane at a distance r naught from the center of the ball. So let's draw a diagram and then see what is going on. Okay, so here there's a ball of radius r. Okay, so at a distance r naught from the center of the ball, we can imagine a plane cutting the ball, and this plane obviously will be circular. Okay, so the section of the ball will be circular, and then we are asked to find the electric flux through that. Okay, so if you look from the right side, we are definitely looking at a circular region, right? So let's draw that. Okay, so if you look from the left side, you will actually see a region of radius. Okay, so this is r, this is r naught. So this radius will be square root of r square minus r naught square. So we are supposed to get the flux through this. Now, in order to do that, let's take a point P here. And let's calculate the electric field at this point. So in order to calculate the electric field at that point, we need this distance. Okay, and then you can imagine that you have a spherical region of radius Cp, and the charge which is present within that region is going to provide an electric field at this point P. So the charge which is outside that region is not going to provide an electric field. Okay, so let's say the radius that we are talking about, let's say the center of this region that we are considering is C prime. Okay, so this is C prime, and C prime P, let us take it as Y. Now at this point, let's say this radius Cp, let's call that maybe small r. Okay, and then an electric field that will be present here will be, let us call that as E. Okay, and take this angle as theta. And when we are trying to calculate the flux, we don't need the entire electric field. We need an electric field component which is perpendicular to this area. So we want an electric field that is pointing to the right. Okay, so if this is theta, so we want E cos theta. Okay, now maybe I will show that here. So if you take a circular region of radius y, okay, so at all points on this circle, we are interested only in the electric field component that is pointing towards us. Okay, so the electric field component is pointing towards us, and then we can pretend that this electric field is going to stay the same for a small width, okay, of dy. Okay, so for thickness dy, we can pretend that the electric field does not change much. Okay, so that thickness is dy. Okay, so by the symmetry of the situation, at all points on that circle, the electric field should be constant. Now, how do I get this electric field E? So this E will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. I need to consider the charge within that sphere, okay, within radius small r. So that would be density into 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by r square. Okay, so this would be rho by 3 epsilon naught r. Now what do we want? We want E cos theta. So E cos theta will be rho by 3 epsilon naught r cos theta. Now something interesting is here. So look at that r cos theta. So what is r cos theta? R cos theta will be r naught. So it doesn't matter what point you take in that plane. R cos theta will always be that constant value r naught. So this will be rho by 3 epsilon naught r naught. So that is really interesting. So the electric field at any point in that section, okay, not the entire electric field, but the electric field that is pointing to the right, the component of the electric field pointing to the right happens to be constant. Okay, so that is actually good news. So I will take this electric field, multiply by the area of that circular belt to get the flux. So flux through that sample area will be this electric field, rho by 3 epsilon naught r naught multiplied by the area. Area of the circular belt is 2 pi y dy. And in order to get the entire flux, I just have to integrate. Okay, so integrate from where to where? 0 to the radius is square root of r square minus r naught square. Okay, so I think the integral is easy here. So let's pull this constant out. Rho by 3 epsilon naught r naught into 2 pi. I will get y square by 2. Okay, so the upper limit is r square minus r naught square. The lower limit is 0. So I think I'm going to write it here. Okay, so on this side, so what is the flux overall? The 2 disappears, so I can say pi rho by 3 epsilon naught. I have r naught, and then when I substitute the limits, I will get r square minus r naught square. So this is the flux through that section formed by a plane passing through the ball.